Hello guys, it's Hyphen here, checking in as always, first things first, hope you guys are well. Second, as far as today's video goes, I'm going to be exploring one of the simple and basic lessons that Jim Rohn used to teach, the late Jim Rohn, because he's dead now, may his soul rest in peace. But again, for those of you guys who haven't seen some of my very earliest videos, the very amateur ones, when I was still like, I definitely recommend it to everyone, not even just the business-minded or the business-oriented people who obviously Jim Rohn was a businessman, so you would think that the business-oriented people are more prone to him, more drawn to him because he has more material for them, but it's actually for everyone because he was obviously a motivational speaker, so he shows you, he kind of provides help in all fields of life, or he gives you information that can help you in your whole life, or rather your different parts of your life. Anyway, the concept that I wanted to talk about today that I think is very simple and basic but most people overlook is basically, he always said that if you want to get more, you have to learn to give more. But most people overlook this, and they tend to be selfish there, which is understandable because we all have selfish genes in us. We tend to think of the world as survival for the fittest, right? And yeah, which is actually true because the world we're living in now, as much as it's a better time and age, it's also very competitive. But anyway, but what people don't realize that if you think about this concept in the essence of how the world works, by world works I mean how karma works, right? What goes around comes around. If you choose to stab someone in the back or step over other people's heads just so you can get ahead really quickly, and that being a metaphor for success in terms of if you want to get ahead in business and you choose to cut corners and do all of these bad things, your time comes. You may go around, you may go up ahead and become successful as you want, but you will have to pay for that sooner or later, right? It's the same thing as well. If you want to get more, you have to give to get. That's how the world works. Understand that and you'll be on top of your game. And the other thing that leads into, and it's also a concept that Jim Rohn used to talk about, which is basically, if you want people to, you cannot, sorry, actually it's not if you want, actually if you want people to be more honest with you, you can't demand honesty of them, you can't demand loyalty of them, you can't demand trust of them. Well, obviously trust, you have to earn it. But for most of these things, you can't demand them of other people. The best you can do, if you want to be more effective, more efficient, or if you want to get it from other people, you can only demand it of yourself. Start by demanding it from the man in the mirror instead of projecting outwards. Because when you demand it of yourself, then you become more congruent with your goal, and hence you will attract it towards you. I'm sure most of you guys are familiar with the whole concept of the clearer we all have dreams, but the clearer your dream is, the more laser focused you are on every single detail, the more detailed you are on your dream, the more it's drawn to you, if that makes any sense. If you're not, check the internet, check Google, he knows everything. He knows everything. You're bound to find something along those lines. But yeah, the more laser focused on your goal you are, by laser focused I mean the details. My dream life, I wake up, I do this, after I wake up, I drink water, I get out of bed, I do a quick exercise there, 5 press ups, pull ups, whatever. Very clear, crystal clear in every single detail. The more you draw your goal closer, the more you get closer to that goal. But yeah, again, I'm going to repeat that. You have, instead of demanding it of other people, instead of demanding loyalty, respect, whatever it is that you want, you have to first demand it of yourself. Then you'll become more congruent with it, and then you will attract it to yourself. That's I don't know if that's a concept worth exploring. I'll see if I can find anything more to it. But I think it's as plain as I just said it. And also the last thing before I close this off, and I think this is a concept that I might want to talk about later on, which is also a trait that wealthy people have. You have to learn how to give selflessly and selflessly and unconditionally, without expecting anything in return. That's the trait that most wealthy people have, and most broke people choose to ignore. Every time they give, they're trying to count on whatever they're giving there. So I'm giving this guy something, I'm expecting him to give something back or something like this. That's a materialistic view to how things work. Yes, you want to, you're trying to keep, I don't know, you're trying to keep someone fed or clothed or whatever. If you're trying to keep yourself clothed and fed and whatever. But it doesn't mean that every time you give or do it, and by giving I don't mean you don't necessarily have to go empty your bank account and start giving people your money or whatever. It can be giving your time, because obviously time is more precious than money. But you guys get the point. Whatever it is that you're giving, you have to learn how to give without expecting something back. Because when you get to that place, then you start getting more as well. You're giving, you're getting, you're giving, you're getting. That's how the world works. It goes in a circle. And we hope this video wasn't too long, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.